What types of bad parenting do kids not recover from? The type where parents treat their child like a therapist for their adult problems, dumping every fear, every marital issue, every suicidal thought onto tiny shoulders that can't carry that weight. I was 8 when my mother first told me about her suicidal thoughts, 9 when she explained in detail how my father didn't satisfy her sexually, 10 when she made me promise to take care of my siblings if she couldn't take it anymore. Every day after school, instead of asking about my day, she'd launch into her problems, her depression, her marriage, her childhood trauma, her financial fears. I became her emotional support system before I knew what emotions were. I learned to gauge her mood by her footsteps. Heavy meant dangerous, might hurt herself. Light meant manic, might hurt others. I'd warn my younger siblings with a code. Mom's shoes are loud today. They'd hide in their rooms while I talked her down from whatever edge she'd found. By 12, I was talking her off ledges, literal and metaphorical. She'd call me from bridges, from bar bathrooms, from the garage with the car running. "You're the only one who understands me," she'd sob. "Without you, I'd be dead." No 12-year-old should carry that weight, but I did. Every day. The damage was invisible but deep. I couldn't form normal friendships because I was everyone's therapist. Boys would ask me out and I'd panic. What if they needed me like mom did? I couldn't handle another person's emotional weight. In college, my roommate had a breakdown over a failed test. Normal college stress. But I went into crisis mode, stayed up for 48 hours watching her, hit all the sharp objects, called her parents. She was just sad about a grade. I'd turned it into a suicide watch. "You're insane," she said, moving out the next week. I couldn't distinguish between normal sadness and crisis because everything in my childhood was crisis. Every emotion was life or death. Every bad day was potential suicide. Every conflict was family destruction. At 25, I dated someone who got frustrated when I constantly asked, "Are you okay? Do you need to talk? Are you sure you're fine?" He said I was suffocating. I thought I was caring. The relationship ended when I called 911 because he seemed too quiet during dinner. He was just tired from work. My therapist explained it. I was parentified, made responsible for adult emotions before my brain could process them. It created permanent hypervigilance. I scan every room for emotional danger, every person for signs of breakdown. My nervous system can't tell the difference between someone having a bad day and someone planning to die. I'm 35 now. Better, but not recovered. I still can't watch movies where children comfort crying parents. I get panic attacks. I still check on friends obsessively if they post anything sad online. I still feel guilty for my own happiness, like I'm betraying my duty to absorb everyone's pain. When good things happen to me, my first thought is, I should give this to someone who needs it more. My mother's alive somehow, still calls me with her problems. I don't answer anymore. She tells family I abandoned her after everything she did for me. Everything she did to me, she means. She stole my childhood, my ability to trust my own emotions, my capacity for normal relationships. Children who become their parents' therapists don't grow up to be adults. They grow up to be caretakers, always searching for someone to save, never learning to save themselves. We're broken in ways that therapy can manage but never fully repair. Every relationship is colored by the fear that we'll become responsible for keeping someone alive. I volunteer with teenagers now, teaching them boundaries. When a kid tells me their parent confides adult problems to them, I intervene. I explain that children aren't equipped to handle adult emotions, that it's abuse, even if it doesn't leave bruises. Most parents get angry. They say their child is mature for their age, or the only one who understands. I tell them, your child will spend their entire adult life trying to understand why they can't feel joy without guilt, why they can't have relationships without becoming a therapist, why they can't exist without feeling responsible for everyone else's pain. Some listen, most don't, and another generation grows up carrying weights they were never meant to hold.